Good morning and welcome to Day in the Life of Twins. Oh, they're cute, but I did not sleep much last night. No, I didn't. It is 7:46. Man, it feels like it's 4 in the morning. I'm tired. I think my sweet little babes are cutting some teeth or developing some teeth because Joss was just like really unhappy last night. But I think I'm hearing one of them, so let's check. Good morning. You like my camera? Two babies. Good morning. Hi, babies. Hi. Hi.
Hi, Jess.
Oh, she's got a little runny nose. And she was kind of sad. I had to give her some medicine. I think they might be getting some teeth. Are you gonna get some teeth one of these days? So we have these guys sleeping in their snooze right now, but I don't turn them on or anything. A few more days in the snoo just to try to keep them from rolling over, and then we are gonna move them over to their cribs. Like last night, Joss kept rolling over and getting stuck on her tummy, so I just want a few more days for her to get used to not being swaddled into the snoo, but we sure love these things, but time to move on. Good morning, buddies. Hi, Beck. Hi, Mac. Hi, Rome.
I don't know.
All right, we've got two poopy boys here. Lucky me. One thing about the age of these babies is anything within arm's grasp, they are all over, so we have to be really careful what they're within reach of. Huh, Joss? Hi, cute babies. Hi. So we've got these little babies locked and loaded. So now Priya and I are gonna make some breakfast. We're gonna make some mini German pancakes. My kids love Ebelskibers, but they take a long time. If you take German pancakes and just put them in little mini muffin tins, it kind of feels like Ebelskibers. The sleeping for these little guys has kind of been all over the place. We are very regimented, but they're just at that phase where I think they might be cutting teeth or they end up having a sleep regression. So it's been kind of like a month or two of just kind of an off sleep schedule. But in general, they go to bed, you know, between 7 and 8. They usually each wake up once. Hi. Usually around like 6, and I give them each a bottle, and then they sleep until 8 or so, which it's a bummer getting up at 5 or 6 to give them a bottle, but it allows me to sleep in a little bit till like 7 or 8, because our big kids are homeschooled, so we don't have to get up early, which has been really nice. Well, they'll just wake up in the night at like 3 or 4. They never wake up at the same time, and their cries do not wake each other up. One of them could be absolutely screaming, and the other one is sleeping soundly. But if I talk, they both spring awake. It's crazy. Huh, Priya?
Yeah.
But yeah, so if Dev wakes up at 3 and Joss wakes up at 4:30, then I hear them on the monitor, and I usually go in and check on them, make sure they haven't rolled over. I'll change their diaper, but then I just leave and have them self-soothe and go back to sleep. And then I will give them a bottle at like 6 or whatever, because I figure they're hungry at that point. But it just feels like we're up all night long. You can't tell by these dark circles. We don't drink coffee, but I'm gonna need some caffeine this morning. So I come over here to my little bag of tricks. Which one am I going to do today? I think I'll go for sparkly guy today, though I have to say my leopard print is a close second. I do love me a good cold cup. And then I have all my little drink concoctions. I love Perk. It's like hot chocolate, but it has collagen and protein, but it also has natural caffeine in it. And they have some really yummy flavors. Collagen peptides I'll put in there. I'll do some BCAAs. So anyway, I kind of come and do a little concoction because Mama gonna need pick me up today. I hear you getting squawky. Are you hungry? Let's get you a bottle. You ready for a bottle? When I make bottles for them, one thing I try to do is I try to choose a girl color and a boy color so that then I know whose is whose and who finished what or whatever. So today I'm gonna have Joss be pink and Dev is gonna be green. And I'm using my Brezza. It's absolutely hands down one of the best twin tools ever. I do have a video of all my twin must-haves, so check that out. As you see me use things throughout the video that might be good for you or your twins. story for today. So you may or may not know, we actually have 8 kids. McEwen is our 2-year-old, and he, I'm gonna be honest, he is a lot harder than the twins right now. My husband, Bubba, is actually gone. He's on a camping trip, so it's just me for a couple of days. So I have a babysitter, our nanny, coming over today to give me an extra set of hands, which I will desperately need because I do work from home as well. Anyway, so I have my good helpers. Priya's helping me make breakfast. Beck is emptying the dishwasher. McEwen is basically flooding the kitchen. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, he's poopy, they need to be burped. What's the priority here? And this is where an extra set of hands could be really useful. We're gonna kill 3 birds with 1 stone. I'm gonna let them lay on their tummies and play while I change a diaper and burp themselves. We got this. Yay, Hutchie and Rome are back from their walk. Is the dog wet? Is that why he's outside? Okay, thanks Hutch. Mac, you're not a baby, you're a big boy. Okay, what do you think of breakfast?
Yeah!
Good job, Priya. Hey, will you come sit over here? We're gonna read scriptures. I hear someone at the door. I think that's our groceries, which is perfect timing because I really wanted some fruit to serve with breakfast. Let's go see. It is now officially 9:10 a.m. and we've had 3 poopy diapers, 3 bottles, 4 kids eating breakfast, grocery delivery, made breakfast. We're reading scriptures, not even 9:30 a.m. There's a lot going on over here. Okay, listen, parents in general, whether you have twins or not, even if you're not a parent, grocery delivery is amazing. It is so stressful going grocery shopping with kids, especially 2 babies. So this is from Walmart, but I paid for their annual delivery, so I get grocery delivery as often as I want, as long as I hit a minimum of $35, which if you guys know, the grocery budget that I recommend is $100 per person in your family per month. So for me having a family of 10, that's $1,000 per month. So that's $250 per week that I get. Last week I didn't do any grocery shopping at all. We just didn't need it. And so I actually spent $300 this week and got a big haul. But right now I wanna hurry and finish feeding my kids breakfast. We'll get to the groceries in a second. I have tons of videos on grocery shopping, grocery budget, budgeting in general. I will link a bunch of those below. Check them out. Okay, they're done eating breakfast. We're done with scriptures. Jessica's here. Okay, you guys, it is 9:30. I need you to go get your clipboards done. I have a video about our clipboards. They have their to-do lists for the day, and they need to get their to-do list done with their kind of day-to-day chores and responsibilities before they can have friends or screens, or even just like free time in general. All right, these little babies are looking really sleepy. I'm having them finish their bottles. They had maybe like 2 ounces left. And then I'm gonna go put them down. Dev, stay with me, buddy. Christmas music going on the piano right now. Okay, babies are in bed. I'm gonna hurry up and get some workout clothes on. I really want to fit in a quick workout today, maybe 7 minutes, 14 if I can spare it. And I know the groceries aren't put away yet, but I'm upstairs, gonna put my clothes on, put the groceries away, do a quick workout, and then get ready for the day. Let's hope. 12:19. We got all the kids off to school. Davey's at kindergarten, Maury's at preschool, and the 3 big kids are doing homeschool down in our schoolroom in the basement. We have a tutor that's there to help them with their schoolwork because this is my working block. I think I hear some babies. Your sissy's sleeping. Let's let her sleep. Come on out. Let's go party. Look, he's awake. It is 3:38. The babies were awake for a while, and then they went down for another nap, and all the kids are done with school, and we're just getting them a little snack, and then we are rushing them off to their activities. Hi, buddy. Say hello. So it's about 4:45. I was able to have Jessica stay here with the sleeping babies and with Mac while I ran all of my kids to tumbling and did all that carpool. So now I have to leave in like 25 minutes to go pick up the kids from tumbling. This is where having a husband home comes in handy, because unfortunately if the babies are still sleeping, I'm gonna have to wake them up, put them in their car seats, and load everybody up to go pick up tumbling. But hopefully they wake up by then. So I'm actually going to put a really quick dinner together so it's all ready to go when everybody gets home.